Ladies and gentlemen, we're back on the road with TicketAide and Avi Levy. Avi, how are you today?
Good, Jimmy. Yourself?
Thanks for being with me again. Today we're talking about speeding. It's an infraction that's given out throughout every municipality, huge source of revenues for any city. We all know that the case law has provided that the police officer has a big burden. He's got to be qualified. Police officers have to have a visual estimate of the car before they use their laser gun to actually cap the car. They also need to do an operation before and after to make sure the calibration of the gun is proper and that the gun is properly used, and they have to sign the ticket. Avi, with all of these conditions and criteria, why would anyone contest a speeding ticket?
Well, look, first of all, everybody has the right to contest their tickets, right?
Everybody.
It's a right that you have. So basically, if you got issued any ticket and you think that, you're not the one who's actually in fault, well, you should contest it, because there's so much and so many details in eventually that you will find in the police report that will be available in court, okay? Therefore, if you don't contest it, you'll never know.
So you don't get that report when you get the ticket?
No, you don't. You only get the first piece of paper with your license plate and all this, and basically the time, number of points with the fine, but you don't get no details like you were talking about. You just said before, after the operation, the visual, all this is in the police report. Okay,
so Avi, a lot of people come to me, they say, Jamie, the police officer didn't even show me the radar, therefore I'm not guilty. What do you say to that?
I hear it all the time. It doesn't work. It's not a defense.
What about when people tell me, Jamie, I had mechanical issues, it wasn't working? What do you tell those people?
Unfortunately as well, it's not a defense.
Avi, what do you tell people that say, I had to go to the bathroom, it was an emergency? What do you tell someone who was speeding on account of a medical issue or something like that?
I feel very bad. Not a defense. Sorry.
So Avi, tell me right now, what happens when you lose points on your ticket, whether it's a high speed, because we all know high speed it has severe consequences on your license. Tell me what are those consequences?
Well, first of all, any ticket that's issued with 6 demerit points or over is considered a high speed ticket, okay?
Yeah.
These tickets stay on your record for 10 years. So you know what the consequences are, right? When you renew your license,
exactly.
More money.
Exactly.
Your plates, your insurances, more money.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been TicketAide on the road, contesting speeding tickets. Hit up Avi Levy for any further questions, and look out for more videos coming your way.
Contest those tickets.